everybody, welcome back to another Random Sam Epic Mom book review. Time for the books. Alright guys, this book is written by Shannon Drake. It's called Wicked. And she also writes under another name, Heather Graham. So, very good. This one is it's a historical one, guys. It takes place in England when, during Queen Victoria's time, when the rage or the popular thing at the time was Egyptian artifacts and such. It was a big movement back then. And there's a lot of, experts and such. Now, the heroine of this book, Camille Montgomery. So she grew up as a peasant. She has kind of a foster father who took her in when her mom died. And it is, needless to say, kind of weird going from bottom of the food chain of the social order to working with lords and ladies and academics and such. So she has no formal training, nothing like that, but she's a secretary. She works with all the Egyptian artifacts. She's almost considered an expert, even though she, again, doesn't have the training. And this is when, women weren't that, powerful. We didn't have the positions other did, but we still were part of all the digs and such, or all the museums. So, again, I love her background where she went from being a peasant, being in one of the really bad areas of town, and her foster father pretty much decided to just raise her. And he was a knight, but he was kind of one of those kind of shady guys after the war, all that. But she kind of turned his life around. Well, for the British Museum, she's very knowledgeable. Well, her foster father, he finds out about this reclusive earl, and it's the Earl of Carlisle. Yeah, Carlisle. And he is known for, supposedly he's severely scarred. He wears a mask over his face. His parents died under mysterious circumstances. So, everything's kind of a mystery with him. Everybody thinks that he's become sort of deranged or something. And the truth of the matter is he's trying to find out what truly happened to his parents. Well, one evening, Camille's guardian tried to steal from the Earl. Because he figured, okay, she'll know what this is worth and I can sell it and help her, move up in society. So she shows up at the Earl's estate. She was so brave and brazen, and she's trying to save her guardian, and she just kind of boldly goes in. And because she is in a situation where she knows all the key players in the Egyptian department, she knows all the people doing all the different things, she's kind of, even though the Earl has the credentials and he has the money and such to be given an invitation to the parties and such, because everybody's kind of leery of him, he doesn't have the ability to move in that society anymore. So he kind of teams up with her. She agrees to help so that he won't prosecute her guardian. And it's just, again, it's a little oh my god, I can't believe this happened. Oh my god. And it's going to be two of the gentlemen who were interested in her but refused to, pursue her because of her social standing are going to have a wake-up call oh, wow, maybe I should have gotten my head out of my butt and pursued her. Because through this, they're going to think that she becomes engaged to him, and they eventually will have their happily ever after. But it's trying to find out who in this group, this tight-knit group of people, is the person who killed his parents. Who's the person who's stealing from the museum? Who's the person who is just, the bad guy? And everybody is so quick for Carlisle to be the monster. He's the one that everybody's trying to warn her against. And he ends up being the one who's been behind the scenes, who's trying to do the right thing. And it's just really funny just to see the, not so much mistaken identity because you know who everybody is, but preconceived notions. And it's just going to, again, one thing after another. And I love any story like this because I am peasant stock. I am not from the upper reaches. So I love the idea of some man seeing, it's like, forget my social structure, forget that, they've already pretty much shunned me because of something that happened, because I won't play by their games. I'm going to find my happiness. And I love male characters like that. And I love female characters who are strong and keep building themselves up and follow a passion, even if during that time frame that it's set in, it's not encouraged. So again, it gives you kind of the social structure of that time, and especially in this one, it really shows you the different social levels that there are, high merchants, peasants, servants, her being kind of a secretary or assistant is going to be changed from the way they treat her there to how they treat her when she's on Carlisle's arm as his date, as his companion. And it's just so funny how, no offense guys, but England, almost any European society back then, had such strict kind of guidelines of what you could do and such. And it was so easy to break a rule, an unspoken rule and such. So I love these stories where it's kind of stepping out, but still surviving in those tricky environments. So I hope if you guys want a book that has romance in it, intrigue, suspense, near-death experiences, a definite villain, you're going to want to read this. Wicked is a wonderful book. It is actually kind of the first book in a series of books. All of them are standalone books, but you can read them because you'll have characters from other books and such as that. I love groups of books like this. But that's the point, guys, is that this really does, it gives you kind of a glimpse into what life was like back then, but at the same time giving us some perspective that we can more relate to. Because guys, let's be honest, I could not relate to what the peasants were like back then, what a chambermaid's life would be like, or what a lady's life would be like, because there was just so many things that just boggles my mind. So I love these books because it kind of gives you a glimpse while still being in your comfort zone with what we see as morally okay in today's society. So again, guys, if you guys want a chance, suspense, romance, bad guys, good guys, plot twists, Shannon Drake, wonderful author. Please give her a read. And if you guys have any favorites of her books that you'd like to recommend to me, please let me know. Either I already have them or I'm willing to go get them. And I'll talk to you guys again soon. Bye. Hey everyone, I hope you enjoyed that. Please check out our other videos already on YouTube. And give us a like and subscribe. And if you hit that bell for notifications, you'll know when we put something new out. So try to make every day matter by finding the fun. You guys have a great one. Bye.